Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, 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 that's me, boop, Debsy. Hey guys, happy Monday. Oh, that's an oxymoron. I hope everybody had a great day. If not a great day, then at least a good day. And listen, last night, I watched RHONY. I watched Real Housewives of New York City. Well, let's get into it. Let's start off. I really can't stand Erin. I'm sorry. If you like Erin, I'm sorry. I don't like her. I don't like her even a tiny little bit, not even a little bit. Okay, I'm going to start this off by saying, okay, so maybe it wasn't the best thing for Uba to take the glasses off of Erin's face. However, listen, she had taken them off of her face because this whole episode, Erin liked to play the victim and make it seem like I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to warrant Uba being upset and mad with me and acting like that with me. As she said later in the episode, at the very end, I don't know if anybody caught it, but she had said something like, I'm scared to be friends with you. Why? Listen, don't do shit. Don't get up in somebody's face and you won't be told about it. Erin can dish it out, but she can't really take it. As you see throughout this entire episode, Erin had got right up in her face. Erin really expects for people just to back down. So when she meets somebody that is like, no, that's bullshit. I'm not going to back down. I'm not just going to take it. I'm going to come back at you. So Uba took the glasses and she kept them for 45 minutes. Does that sound familiar, Erin? She kept them for 45 minutes. She made a note on her phone. She asked Siri to make her a note or leave her an alarm for 45 minutes later. She got them back. They were just fine. But the reason why Uba was so upset with the fact that Erin took her phone and didn't give it to her was because Uba, as she explained it, Uba is a single girl. A single woman, and she sometimes travels for business, for fun, for pleasure, whatever. She's a single girl. Her family likes for her to check in the morning and check in at night to let them know that she's safe. I completely understand that. That is why Uba took sunglasses and kept them for 45 minutes. I don't have a problem with this. And here's the thing, a little bit later on, I really do love Jenna a lot, but Jenna had said that it's petty. This is reality TV. More importantly, this is the Housewives. Everything about the Housewives, or pretty much everything about the Housewives, is petty. There are a lot of arguments that are just like, what? You think, and you're like, wow. She might think it's petty, but to Uba, it's not. I mean, that was a big thing for her to take her phone. So the ladies are going out. They go out to the first bar. And here's another thing that starts off as they head out. Later on in the night, the theme is going to keep popping up of Erin stirring the shit. Erin is a big shit stirrer. She has said something about everybody, whether it is, and a lot of it, whether it was like her bringing up the fact that Jenna doesn't fly coach. That's why she didn't fly with them. or the fact that she called Brynn a social climber, which Brynn was like, I don't really care. I mean, I know that it's not true. And she made a joke of it. But in Erin's mind, see, that's something that is your opinion, Erin. That's something that is your opinion. She then talked on it like it was fact. Like everybody knows this and it's a fact. Or her calling Brynn like slutty because she was flirting with her husband at the renewals, the vow renewal. I thought it was kind of tacky that Brynn did that. But she then comes out and says, it's okay. I don't think she was flirting with him at all, which we obviously know is a bullshit lie. So the ladies are talking at the first bar. And I can't remember everything that they were saying, but then Uba had called Erin a brat. And immediately that was it. Erin was up. Erin was going someplace else. She put on her big, hissy fit. Jenna followed her around to another part of the bar, and she puts on this whole big, I'm so upset with everybody else. Nobody else followed me. Well, this is vacation. What do you want people to do? And by the way, listen, she's throwing this big hissy fit that, how Uba's acting all throughout this entire episode. Erin is calling Uba a bitch and telling her to shut the F up and this and that. Which is worse? Somebody calling you a brat, or you calling somebody a bitch? All the time throughout this whole episode. So listen, no ma'am. You're not winning me over. Second bar, they're on like a bar crawl. So they go to the second bar. Erin and, who is it? Erin and Jenna. They go to the bathroom because I think Erin has to change or something like that. They come back, and while they're out, the ladies are talking about things that Erin has said about everyone. Listen, it is dawning on everyone that the common denominator, if there's drama, the common denominator is always Erin. It's always Erin. They come back, and Uba confronts her, and Erin is out. Erin just leaves, goes back to the house, goes back to the villa. And here's the thing. She calls her dad. Couple notes I made on this. Listen, she's talking to her dad. She says that she played a prank on Uba. She says, I had the phone for 2 minutes. That's hilarious because at first, whenever you took the phone, you said that you had it for 45 minutes. Then you said you had it for an hour. And now you're telling your dad you had it for 2 minutes. Which one is it? 45 minutes, 60 minutes, or 2? Which one? The math just ain't mathing. Also, she didn't happen to tell him. She said, Uba got my face and she ripped the sunglasses off my face. Well, you failed to tell your father that you are the one that started it. You come downstairs all guns a-blazing. Who's saying my name? Don't you say my name? Screaming and yelling at her face. You didn't tell him that. Now listen, this next bit that I'm going to say, I'm going to tell you, I'm not for bullying. I'm never for bullying. At all. Nobody ever. And bullying can be done at any age. Okay? I'm a person who was bullied because of my weight, because I have always been some form of fat my entire life. So I have been bullied and picked on in throughout school. So I get it. But listen, when she then starts crying and says this reminds her, everybody ganging up on her reminds her of I think it was 7th grade, where some kid made fun of her because she had a long jaw. I don't mean to laugh, but listen, the name Longjaw Silver, I mean, listen, I don't, just when she said the name Longjaw Silver, yeah, that would be terrible. I mean, I would hate to have been saddled with a long jaw instead of being saddled with this giant ass and this belly that I had growing up. I mean, sure, being called Longjaw Silver would be far worse than being called fat ass, lard ass, fatso, things like that. Worse, much worse. I can get that. But what does this, she immediately starts crying then. This reminds her of that. Listen, the ladies are not bullying you, and Uba is not bullying you because you started it. You started it. So there we go. That's just the whole thing, the whole problem that I had with that call to her dad. She was playing the victim, and she really, in this instance, was not. Now, let me just tell you, with Aaron gone, with Karen gone from this situation, and her at home concocting this story to tell her father, I thought it was very nice. I thought it was a very nice atmosphere without her there. The ladies were talking and they were opening up and they were laughing. I'm going to tell you this much. Bryn opened up and was talking about, her life with her grandma. I really do. I like that. I like that Bryn. Because sometimes this whole sex bomb Bryn of sometimes it gets to be too much. Sometimes it's just, I think she should reel it in a little bit. This whole talk, whenever she was just very genuine and she was talking about being raised by her grandmother, I liked it. I really did enjoy listening to that. Now, I'm going to tell you, they did mention the whole thing, the whole narrative of angry black women. And Uma had said she's just tired of people throwing out this narrative of the angry black woman. I mean, she said she's just passionate. And when she's passionate about something, she's going to be animated. I mean, I'm really surprised that Erin didn't say something about that. But then again, when she said she's scared to be friends with her, I kind of felt like that was a little bit of a microaggression because, I mean, if anybody else did that, would she be scared? I don't know. And also, listen, once again, Erin started this, okay? Erin started this whole thing. So that's just what I have to say about that. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know that this is coming out of my head and out of my mouth. I'm wondering, is this Jessel's redemption arc? I don't know, because I will tell you at the very start, I just could not stand Jessel. I just did not like her, and I didn't like anything about her. These last few episodes, I'm kind of liking Jessel. Is that going to continue? I don't know. But I mean, Jessel had me this episode because Bryn was telling Jessel that Erin had called her the dum-dum of the group. And then Jessel had mentioned how Erin had told her, pretty much basically told her, that she's lying about not having a trust fund. Jessel was like, I do not have a trust fund. Erin thinks that she's lying. Well, this got Jessel real pissed, which I don't blame her. I would have been pissed too. Now listen, Jessel had said that you rub me wrong once and it goes up here, stays in my mind. You rub me wrong a second time, then it goes in the phone. And she pulls out a list on the phone of things that she has said. Listen, queen move, because when people do things, the first time, I will keep them up in here. The second time, I won't put them in my phone. I will put them in my journal. I will write it down. I have everything there. I'm just saying. She pulls out this list and I was like, yes, I can attest to that, and I can absolutely 100% identify with that. So she pulls out the list and she was pissed. She was going through everything. This is going to come up later. I hope it does. They get back to the house, and at the house, Aaron is ready to talk. And listen, it can only happen. It has to happen. That's another thing. Aaron is like, Uba's so pushy. But Aaron was the one that was like, sit, we're going to talk now. Well, what if Uba wasn't ready? So she's like, sit, we're going to talk now. So, okay, Uba was very calm. Uba was like, I can see where you're coming from. She was very respectful. And then the next thing you know, Karen is saying about how Uba is condescending. And you're very condescending, and then starts getting smart with Uba. Are you kidding me? No. No. You got some damn nerve is what you got. And then you're going to come at Uba with the fact that she's childish. Wait a minute. Do you want to know who childish is? How about whenever the alarm went off for 45 minutes, she gave her glasses back. And then did anybody else catch this? But when Karen couldn't just take the glasses from Uba. She needed to have somebody else hand them to her, like Jenna handed them to her. What was that? Come on, shove it straight up your ass, Karen. But listen, on a funny note, seriously though, somebody needs to buy Uba like an AirTag to put on her phone, because she once again lost it. Please, somebody buy her an AirTag to put on there. And lastly, the ladies are all in the hot tub, including Karen, and they're bringing up, what was it? It was Bryn and Karen. Bryn was talking to Karen, and didn't Karen try to get all like smart, or no? What did she say? She said to Bryn, she said, "Oh, I guess something like, oh, well, I guess you're gonna start with me now." And Bryn was like, "No, I wasn't. But do you want me to start with you?" She was like, "No, that's right." Bryn was like, "You're right. You don't want me to start with you. Correct. Don't listen, and don't start this whole listen. Oh, you're all starting with me. If you can dish it out, but you can't take it, then don't dish it. Keep it inside." So Aaron and Bryn are talking about like her calling her a social climber, and Karen calling her a social climber, and also the whole thing about the vow renewal. They were talking about that, and then Jessel had gotten in there too. So Aaron, of course, is like, you're all ganging up on me. You're all ganging up on me. Uba tries to talk, and Aaron's screaming at her, telling her to shut up, and calling her a bitch, and telling her to shut the F up, and oh, this and that, screaming at her. And then Aaron starts, and then people start coming back at her. And then what does she start doing? She starts crying. She then just starts crying. Let's pull out these tears, because this is what's going to get people off of me. This is going to show people, oh my goodness, she's going to get ready to break. We don't want her to break. Listen, once again, if you were going to dish it out, then you better be ready to take it. So she starts crying. Why are you all ganging up on me? Listen, you have said multiple shit about multiple people. People can't just say what they have to say. They have to have all consideration for this tender snowflake here. Oh no, forget that. So that was the end of the night, because after that, everybody apologized. They all gathered around her and they petted her head, and they all, oh, we're so sorry. Oh my God. And then they went in the house. Uba apologized and everything was fine. Listen, once again, Karen, Aaron, Tribeca Karen, if you can dish it, but you can't take it, don't dish it. Keep it in. Because listen, there's people in that group that if you yell at them, they're not going to say anything, like Jenna. But Uba is not Jenna, okay? Bryn is not Jenna. They're going to come at you, and rightfully so. Okay? There we go. This got me heated. This episode and last episode got me heated. So there we go. Let me know what you thought about it. And with that being said, why did I just forget what I was going to say? And with that being said, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. It's late. I don't know what time this is going to be going up. Somebody must have told you by now. If not, I love you. We all love you. And please put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world, and understanding. Take care of one another. Treat one another as you would want to be treated. If it's hot, real hot, stay hydrated, stay cool, no matter where you're at. Stay safe. I will see you tomorrow, maybe. And I love you guys. Bye, guys.